Welcome back my YouTube channel Mystery Coins TV. Today we dive deep into the fascinating history and features of this coin, 1993 1-cent coin from South Africa, a small yet intriguing piece that has sparked the interest of coin collectors worldwide. The 1-cent coin of 1993 was part of South Africa's post-apartheid era coinage. It carries not only monetary value but also historical and political significance. Representing a nation undergoing major transformation during the early 1990s. This coin was minted by the South African Mint and is made primarily of bronze-plated steel. Its small size often makes it easy to overlook, but once you take a closer look, you'll see the detailed craftsmanship and symbolism it carries. On the obverse side of the coin, you will find the national coat of arms of South Africa from that period. It features a central shield supported by two wildebeest, with a decorative ribbon and motto beneath. This emblem represented unity and pride in the newly developing democratic nation. Surrounding the coat of arms, the name of the country is inscribed in two of South Africa's official languages, depending on the version. Most commonly, it says South Africa and its Afrikaans counterpart, SUID Africa. These bilingual inscriptions highlight the country's multicultural heritage. Flipping the coin to the reverse side, we see the humble yet iconic image of two sparrows perched on a branch. This design, created by artist L. Walter, symbolizes everyday South African life and the simple beauty found in nature. It's a tribute to common life in the natural environment. Beneath the sparrow design, the coin is marked with its face value, 1C, in the year of issue, 1993. While the value may seem small, the year is important to note because some specific mintage batches are considered rare by collectors. Interestingly, 1993 marked one of the transitional years in South African coinage history. The Reserve Bank had started preparing to reduce the use of low-denomination coins. As a result, certain batches were minted in smaller quantities, making them more collectible today. Now, let's talk about the metal composition. Although the coin appears copper-colored due to the bronze plating, it actually has a steel core. This change from pure bronze to bronze-plated steel was implemented to reduce production costs. In terms of weight, the coin measures just 2 grams and has a diameter of approximately 16 millimeters. It's lightweight, compact, and often overlooked, but collectors know that rarity isn't about size. The 1993 1-cent coin had both regular circulation strikes and proof strikes, the latter being higher quality coins made especially for collectors. Proof coins were often included in coin sets and handled with care to preserve their shine and detail. So, why has this little coin captured such attention in the numismatic world? One of the key reasons is a rumored error version. Some collectors believe that a rare variety exists where either the sparrow design or lettering was misaligned, making those particular coins extremely valuable. Now comes the most exciting part: the value. While most 1993 1-cent coins are worth only a few cents in circulated condition, certain rare proof versions or error coins have been auctioned for impressive prices. In top mint condition, and especially with errors or proof strikes, this coin can fetch anywhere from hundreds to even $1 million in the rarest documented cases, depending on collector demand and authenticity verification. That's right. A tiny 1-cent coin, often passed over without a second glance, could potentially be worth a fortune if it has the right characteristics. This is why coin collectors and treasure hunters are always on the lookout for unique 1993 specimens. The demand for South African coins has grown significantly in recent years, especially as more global collectors seek coins from politically and historically significant periods. The 1993 1-cent coin fits that description perfectly. For anyone interested in starting a coin collection or expanding their South African series, this coin is a must-have. Its artistic design, historical importance, and potential rarity make it an exciting addition to any collection. And there you have it. The mysterious story behind this coin. 1993 South African 1-cent coin history. This coin 1992 South Africa 20-cent coin. This coin has caught the attention of numismatists around the world, and there's a reason why it's become a hot topic in coin circles. The year 1992 marked a period of major transition in South Africa. Politically, the country was moving towards the end of apartheid, and economically, it was adjusting to global pressures. The coins minted during this time reflect a blend of historic heritage and subtle symbolism tied to the nation's transformation. The 20-cent coin minted in 1992 is made of bronze-plated steel, a material shift from earlier compositions. Prior to 1990, these coins were primarily struck in copper-nickel. The new alloy made production more economical while offering durability for circulation. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms. This emblem is beautifully detailed and includes elements like a lion, a shield, and various traditional symbols. It represents strength, unity, and the diverse heritage of the South African people. What's particularly interesting about the 1992 version is the bilingual inscription. The coin features the country's name in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa, and Suid-Afrika, a reflection of the nation's multilingual identity during that era. The reverse side of the coin showcases the striking strelitzia flower, commonly known as the bird of paradise. This plant is native to South Africa and has been used on various coins to symbolize growth, beauty, and the richness of the country's natural resources. Designed by the talented engraver Jan van Zyl, the strelitzia design is a subtle masterpiece. Every curve of the flower is etched with precision, capturing the elegance and vibrance of this indigenous bloom. The diameter of the coin measures approximately 19 millimeters, and its weight is about 3 grams. Though small in size, this coin carries substantial significance in the world of South African currency. Now let's talk about mintage. The South African Mint released several million of these coins in 1992. However, not all were created equal. Some rare mint errors and limited runs have turned a few of these otherwise common coins into highly collectible treasures. One rare error variant includes a misaligned die strike, where the coin's image is slightly off-center. Another involves a double die, where the engraving appears slightly duplicated. These anomalies can drastically increase the coin's desirability and value. Speaking of value, let's break it down. A regular 1992 20-cent coin in circulated condition might be worth around $1 to $5 in today's market. However, coins in mint or uncirculated condition, especially those with rare mint errors, have been known to fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. The most astonishing case involved a pristine, double-die error 1992 20-cent coin that was graded and authenticated, selling for over $2 million in a private numismatic sale. While this is an exceptional case, it highlights the incredible potential hidden within seemingly ordinary coins. Collectors worldwide are now on the lookout for these rare variations, prompting a renewed interest in South African coins from the early 1990s. It's a reminder that coin collecting is not just about metal and design, it's about history, rarity, and timing. How can you check if your 1992 20-cent coin is rare? Start by examining it under good lighting. Look for signs of doubling in the text or design. Check the alignment of the obverse and reverse, and consider having it professionally graded if it appears flawless. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and certify the condition of your coin, which is crucial if you ever plan to sell it to serious collectors. Certification not only adds credibility but can significantly boost the coin's market value. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare variants, you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. Even if not, your coin still holds historical and collectible worth, especially as interest in African numismatics continues to rise. At the end of the day, this coin 1992 South Africa 20-cent coin history. This coin 1968 1-cent Swart coin. This particular coin may seem like just a regular piece of copper to the untrained eye, but for coin collectors and historians, it represents a story layered in history, politics, rarity, and hidden value. As we journey through its backstory, you'll see why collectors around the world are clamoring for this seemingly modest coin. South Africa's 1-cent coins were minted during a complex period in the country's history. In 1968, the country was in the midst of apartheid, a deeply divisive era that also saw the country isolate itself from many international communities. Coinage from this time often carried subtle symbols and meanings that reflected the social and political context of the day. The 1968 1-cent coin features the familiar portrait of Jan van Riebeeck on the obverse side. a Dutch colonial administrator considered one of the founders of Cape Town. This portrait was standard on many South African coins during this period, symbolizing European influence on the region. However, the version of the coin we are exploring today, the so-called Swart coin, has an unusual twist. In Afrikaans, Swart translates to black, and it is believed this coin got its nickname due to either a minting variation or a controversial connection to political symbolism. The exact origin of the term Swart in this context remains a topic of debate among experts. Some numismatists argue that the Swart variant has a slightly different composition or shade due to either an experimental planchet or a limited test run. Others believe it may have been the result of oxidation or a chemical reaction in certain batches of coins that were not widely circulated. Regardless, the term Swart has stuck with this specific variety. What makes this coin even more mysterious is that only a handful of these Swart coins have been verified. While millions of 1-cent coins were minted in 1968, this Swart variant appears in incredibly low numbers, making it one of the rarest coins of South African numismatic history. Some collectors claim fewer than 10 authentic examples have been documented globally. Adding to the rarity, there are certain distinguishing markers on these coins that experts look for. These may include slight differences in coloration, strike depth, edge finishing, and weight. It takes a trained eye, and sometimes lab equipment, to confirm the authenticity of a true 1968 Swart 1-cent coin. This extreme scarcity has created a massive surge in interest over the years. As more coin enthusiasts and investors search for hidden gems in their collections, the 1968 Swart coin continues to rise in both fame and value. Some were found in old family collections, tucked away for decades without their owners realizing what they had. Now let's talk about value. A verified, authentic 1968 Swart South Africa 1-cent coin has fetched astronomical figures at private auctions and numismatic expos. Most recently, one specimen in pristine, uncirculated condition was valued at over $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin once worth just a single cent has become a multi-million-dollar treasure. This price isn't just hype. It's the result of true rarity, historical context, and the growing global interest in rare coin collecting. The value could continue to increase as more collectors and institutions compete to obtain one of the few remaining pieces in existence. How can you tell if you might have one? If you're lucky enough to come across a 1968 South African 1-center coin, it's worth having it professionally evaluated. Look for unusual toning, slightly darker coloration, and any irregularities in texture or edge. But remember, even slight differences must be verified by an expert for the coin to be considered part of the rare Swart batch. For those looking to invest in rare coins, this coin 1-cent 1968 Swart South Africa coin history.